Are you overwhelmed with too much text? Do you receive 1,000-word messages that could have been edited to maybe a paragraph or two? Have you wanted to yell, "Get to the point," at the sender? Watch this short video on how to compel those around you to do just that. I'm Bob Wendover. When was the last time you received an email or a proposal or maybe a policy draft or some other document that could have been half or maybe even a quarter of the length it was? Did you find yourself getting out the highlighter to identify the truly relevant parts? Maybe you got to the end and thought, what? Two major changes to our world have enabled us to write as much as we want without being limited by the printed page these days. The first is, of course, digital technology. Without having to worry about the cost of paper and ink or maybe correction fluid, we can prattle on endlessly. And then we can run it through spell check or maybe Grammarly and not even take time to edit it. We can also cover our butts by including everything rather than just the essential points. Then there's artificial intelligence. Imagine asking ChatGPT or Claude or DeepSeek to identify all the reasons operational costs need to be reduced and receiving a response in a few seconds that includes 23 ideas on how to do so. Wouldn't it be easy to just simply copy and paste all this text into your next reduction proposal? Cool, right? While this may sound extreme, there are people out there who are actually doing some variation of this in the name of efficiency. Maybe one of them is in your organization, maybe more. Unless we're careful, we can waste a tremendous amount of energy each week plowing through extraneous text because people create what I call stream of consciousness documents and messages. This drains the sugar energy for all the other tasks of the day. Now, most of us recognize the drain on energy caused by maybe scrolling through online posts. This is just another more subtle but just as devastating waste of energy. In 1940, Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent a 234-word message imploring his wartime colleagues to be as brief as possible. He urged them to write short, crisp paragraphs, as he put it, and to avoid jargon unless absolutely necessary. Over time, this actual message has become known as the Brevity Memo. So, want to reduce the overly wordy messages and documents you and your team send back and forth and receive? Send a Brevity Memo. Here's what it might say. Dear teammates, we all seem to be overloaded with too many messages and too many documents, and it's draining our energy in a variety of different ways. Now, like you, I probably add unnecessary details to many of the emails and other messages I compose. Now, in the pressure of things, I sometimes press send before even editing or rereading them. And this wastes your time and energy and the time and energy of our customers and our vendors and our coworkers. So, in an effort to give us all a break, I'm going to propose 3 steps each of us should take to reduce this silly burden. 1. Give us the lead. Reporters are taught to summarize the essence of the story in the first paragraph, typically 1 to maybe 2 sentences. Let's all do the same. This will compel all of us to really clarify what we're proposing or asking. 2. Avoid jargon and acronyms whenever possible. Some of the more obvious ones are certainly acceptable, but don't assume that everyone is familiar with the complete alphabet soup and jargon monoxide we all struggle to decipher sometimes. 3. If the issue requires context, limit it to 1 paragraph. You can include links to background information and studies and supporting data and that type of thing. This way the message is concise and those who really want to drill down can do so. Thanks for making this effort. It will ease the burden on all of our brains. And by the way, Churchill's memo was 234 words. The one that I just said is 235. Granted, you may get some pushback, especially from those who think every word of their 1,000-word emails is critical. But if you take the lead in being concise, most of the people will follow. After all, every word in every message drains a bit of the sugar energy we need to navigate the day. So why waste it? Now, that's it for this video. In an effort to be brief, I'll just stop there. I'm Bob Wendover.